Before we start, if you enjoy real, emotional stories like this, hit subscribe. It genuinely helps more than you think. I never planned to stay long at the office party. Those things always feel loud in the wrong way. Forced laughs, cheap wine, people pretending they're closer than they really are. But my wife, Lena, had been excited all week. New dress, new perfume. Too much effort for a Thursday night. I remember thinking. The rooftop was glowing with string lights, the city humming below us. Music thumped softly. Glasses clinked. Co-workers leaned into each other like they'd known each other forever. Lena slipped her hand out of mine almost immediately. "I'll just say hi to the team," she said, already walking away. I watched her from across the space. The way she laughed, head tilted, hand brushing her hair back. That laugh used to be just for me. My phone buzzed in my pocket. A text from her. "Don't be bored. I'll be right back, Redheart." She wasn't. Minutes passed. Then more. I made small talk with people whose names I barely remembered. Every now and then, my eyes searched for her. When I finally spotted her near the far corner by the heaters, my stomach tightened. She was standing close to him. Mark, her colleague, the one she'd mentioned too casually at dinner, the one who texted late about work. Their bodies were angled inward, private, like the rest of us didn't exist. I told myself not to overreact. Then I saw it. His hand brushed her waist. She didn't move away. She leaned in instead. And then, quick, careless, unmistakable, he kissed her. The sound around me disappeared. All I could hear was my own pulse, loud and uneven. I started walking toward them, my legs heavy, my chest burning. That's when Mark saw me. He didn't step back. He smiled, slow, confident, and his hand stayed right where it was. That was the moment I realized this wasn't a mistake. It was something else entirely. I don't remember deciding to confront them. My body just moved. One step, then another. By the time I reached them, Lena had already pulled away, her face drained of color. "Wait," she started. Mark turned fully toward me. Up close. He smelled like whiskey and cologne. He looked calm. Too calm. "Hey, man," he said, like we were old friends. "This isn't what it looks like." I laughed, a short, broken sound that surprised even me. "Then explain," I said. My voice didn't sound like mine. Lena grabbed my arm. Her fingers were cold. "Please, not here," she whispered. "Let's talk at home." Home. The word felt fake in my mouth. I looked at her, really looked. Mascara slightly smudged. Lipstick not entirely hers anymore. This wasn't a slip. This was practiced. Comfortable. "How long?" I asked. She hesitated. That pause told me everything. Mark stepped in again. "Look, emotions happen. We didn't plan this." That's when he crossed the line. He put a hand on my shoulder. Not apologetic. Possessive. "You should have seen this coming," he said quietly. "She's been unhappy for a while." Something snapped inside me. Lena pulled Mark back, shouting his name, but it was already too late. "You told him?" I asked her. My voice shook now. "You told him things you never told me?" Tears spilled down her cheeks. I didn't mean for it to go this far. My phone buzzed again. Another message. This time not from her. A notification banner lit up my screen. One she must have forgotten to silence. "Mark, last night was insane. I can't stop thinking about you." The timestamp was from 1:12 a.m. I'd been asleep next to her then. Or at least I thought I was. My chest felt hollow. Every late meeting. Every "I'm just tired." Every time she turned her phone face down suddenly made sense. I stepped back. The city lights blurred behind them. "So this isn't new," I said. "It's just new to me." Lena tried to speak, but I raised my hand. I couldn't hear another lie. Not there. Not with people watching. I walked away before I broke in front of everyone. But I knew one thing as I left the rooftop. The real conversation was still coming. That I didn't go home that night. I drove until the city thinned out, parked near a closed gas station, and sat in the dark with the engine off. My phone kept buzzing. Lena's name filled the screen again and again. I never answered. When the sun finally came up, I went back. The apartment smelled the same: coffee grounds, laundry detergent, the faint perfume she'd worn to the party. It made my stomach turn. She was sitting on the couch, knees pulled to her chest, eyes red. She looked small, not guilty, just afraid. "I ended it," she said immediately. "I told him never to contact me again." I didn't respond. I opened my phone and placed it on the table between us. The messages I'd found when I finally looked through her tablet, weeks of them, were still open. Late night jokes, complaints about me, plans that never mentioned my name. "You didn't end it last night," I said. "You ended it because you got caught." She broke down then. Apologies poured out. How lonely she felt. How invisible. How it just happened. Each word felt rehearsed, like she practiced them on the drive home. "What hurts most," I said quietly, "isn't the kiss." She looked up. "It's that you let him talk to me like I didn't exist, like I was already gone." She tried to reach for my hand. I stood up. There was no screaming, no dramatic exit, just a calm that scared me more than anger ever could. I packed a bag. She followed me from room to room, begging me to stay, promising therapy, change, anything. At the door, I finally turned back. "I loved you in all the boring ways," I said. "The quiet ones. You traded that for attention." I left, not because I didn't love her anymore, but because I finally loved myself enough not to beg. Months later, I heard she transferred apartments. Mark got married. Funny how life keeps moving. Some nights still hurt, but the pain doesn't own me anymore. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted, I'd really like to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if stories like this resonate with you, don't forget to subscribe.